Are you sure you live alone? Have you ever felt like someone was watching you, even when you're completely alone? Daniel Moore, a 29-year-old freelance software developer, inherits an old apartment from his grandfather. It's located in a forgotten corner of a big city. The building is solid, though clearly aged. Thick walls, creaky wooden floors, the air filled with the scent of dust and time. For someone who works nights and avoids neighbors, it's almost perfect. But within the very first week, something begins to unsettle Daniel. A strange feeling like he's not entirely alone. The first thing he notices is a mug in the kitchen. It's not where he left it. Then a book on the table is open to a page he hasn't read. His computer, which he remembers shutting down, is suddenly on. Maybe he's just forgetful, he thinks, or overtired. But the anxiety doesn't go away. To be sure, Daniel installs a hidden camera in the kitchen, and another one pointed at his bedroom door. The next morning, he reviews the footage. At exactly 2:47 a.m., the camera catches a horrifying sight. A man, pale, thin, wearing worn-out clothing with hollow, lifeless eyes, crawls out of the wall behind the fridge. He calmly moves through the apartment, drinks water, flips through Daniel's notebook, sits on the couch. Then he walks up to the bedroom door and silently stares at Daniel as he sleeps. Finally, he vanishes back into the wall, like he was never there. Daniel calls the police. They thoroughly inspect the apartment and nearby units but find no hidden doors, no signs of forced entry. They blame it on stress, hallucinations, overwork. But Daniel knows what he saw. He can no longer sleep. The whispers begin, soft voices from the walls. Sometimes they call his name. Sometimes they echo his own voice, distorted, like someone practicing how to speak with his tone. One night, Daniel wakes up to the sound of something crawling across the ceiling. Panicked, he grabs a crowbar and starts smashing the wall behind the fridge. Behind it, a narrow, pitch-black passageway that should not exist. The air is thick, damp, and smells of mold. And something else, something alive. He climbs in. It's not just a hole, it's a whole corridor connecting several apartments. The walls are lined with old newspapers, faded children's drawings, and dozens of photographs, all of Daniel. At different ages, wearing different clothes, someone has been watching him for years. At the far end of the corridor, there's a small room. In it, a dusty old table splattered with something dark. On the table, a rusty knife, and a mutilated doll with its eyes ripped out. Suddenly, from behind, he hears a sound, slow, deliberate scratching, like fingernails dragging along the wall. He turns. A shadow appears at the end of the hallway, tall, twisted, with long, unnatural arms. Its head nearly touches the ceiling, and it begins to move, slowly, toward him. Daniel runs. He slams into a wall with his shoulder, breaking through a wooden panel. Behind it, another hidden camera, and more photos of himself. That night, Daniel fled the apartment. He took nothing, not even his documents. Later, the building was declared unsafe and scheduled for demolition. 1 week into the demolition, a worker disappeared. His co-workers say he had gone into the basement to check on the remaining walls. His last words, spoken over the radio, were, "He's here again. He came out of the wall and he's staring right at me." Shortly after, the demolition was halted. The foundation was filled with concrete. The building no longer exists, but some of the neighbors still claim, on quiet nights, they can hear scratching beneath the pavement.